Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has claimed that Israel has achieved historic victory over Iran and has achieved all of the war's goals. In a statement from the Prime Minister's office, it was revealed that this declaration followed a phone call with US President Donald Trump. The statement read, "Following President Trump's conversation with Prime Minister Netanyahu, Israel refrained from further attacks." It continued, "In the conversation, President Trump expressed his immense appreciation for Israel, which achieved all of the war's goals. The president also expressed his confidence in the stability of the ceasefire." The Israeli military, meanwhile, has acknowledged the ceasefire with Iran. In a statement, the Israel Defense Forces said, "Now the focus shifts back to Gaza." Chief of the General Staff Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir said the military had concluded a significant phase, but the campaign against Iran is not over. He claimed Israel has set Iran's nuclear project back by years, and the same applies to its missile program. Meanwhile, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that Tehran is now more determined to maintain its nuclear program following the 12-day Israeli assault. Speaking to Al Arabi Al Jadid, Araghchi stated that Iran has exerted great effort to acquire nuclear technology. He emphasized that the Iranian people have endured many challenges and that a war was imposed on the nation over this issue. He concluded by saying, "It is certain that no one in Iran will give up this technology." US President Donald Trump, meanwhile, posted on his social media platform Truth Social, saying, "Both Israel and Iran wanted to stop the war equally. It was my great honor to destroy all nuclear facilities and capability, and then stop the war." Trump had earlier lashed out at both countries, accusing them of violating the ceasefire he had brokered with Qatar. He reportedly used an expletive while speaking to reporters, saying that the country knows what they're doing. Trump later spoke with Prime Minister Netanyahu and was described by reports as exceptionally firm and direct about maintaining the ceasefire. He also shared text messages from NATO's Secretary General Mark Rutte, who praised Trump's response to Iran. Meanwhile, Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian said the country would not violate the ceasefire as long as Israel also upheld its terms. Speaking in a phone call with Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, Pezeshkian said if Israel does not violate the ceasefire, Iran will not violate it. He added, "The Iranian people have once again shown that despite some problems and grievances, they will stand united against the enemy's invasion until the end." In a separate phone call with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Pezeshkian stated that Iran is ready to resolve issues with the United States based on international frameworks. The head of the UN's International Atomic Energy Agency, Rafael Grossi, also commented on the situation. He welcomed announcements made about Iran and said, "Resuming cooperation with the IAEA is key to a successful diplomatic agreement to finally resolve the dispute over Iran's nuclear activities." Grossi said he had written to Iran's foreign minister proposing a meeting soon and emphasized that IAEA inspectors had remained in Iran during the conflict. He confirmed extensive damage at several nuclear sites in Iran, including uranium conversion and enrichment facilities. He noted some localized radioactive and chemical release, but stated there were no reports of increased off-site radiation levels. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer also weighed in, stating that the ceasefire must hold. Posting from the Netherlands ahead of the NATO summit, Starmer said, "This is an opportunity to secure much-needed stability in the Middle East. Iran must never be allowed to develop a nuclear weapon, and they must now return to the table and work towards a lasting settlement." Earlier, Starmer had discussed the Iranian attack on a US base with the Emir of Qatar. Meanwhile, the UN Human Rights Office has called the reported Israeli strike on Iran's Evin prison a grave breach of international law. Spokesperson Thamin Al-Khatib stated, "Evin prison is not a military objective and targeting it constitutes a grave breach of international humanitarian law."